Bless my heart. I've just finished watching the series Moonlight Drawn by Clouds, also known as Love in the Moonlight, starring talents such as Park Bo-gum, Kim Byung Heon, and Chae Soo-bin, my personal favorite Korean actress. I was drawn watching these dramas after reading reviews for Lover of the Red Sky. Moonlight Drawn by Clouds is a lovely, romantic, political, historical K-drama that features many heart-fluttering moments as well as intense court schemings and heartbreaking tragedy. Unlike other dramas in which I watch merely for the heart-fluttering moments between female and male leads, and often lose interest if the male characters are featured too much without any female characters, I found myself deeply invested in the portrayal of the Crown Prince as he grow and learn to become the leader of the nation. The Crown Prince is portrayed by Park Bo-gum. As expected, after adding Park Bo-gum into my favorite Korean male actors, I stumbled upon the news that he won the Top Excellent in Acting for the 2016 KBS Drama Award. I don't know whether it was because of his skillless mind when he just sideway and gaze at the cameras, or because of his acting. I couldn't disapprove. You deserve it, Park Bo-gum. Moonlight Drawn by Clouds begins with a story of a young female street performers and love guru Hong Ra-on, who disguised as a man, Hong Sam-nam. She helps out men who want to express feelings for their crushes. Not only she helps them write love letters, but she also assists them meeting up with their love interests. One day, one of her clients chickens out and makes her dress up as a nobleman to meet up with his crush. In an unexpected turn of event, Ra-on ends up meeting the Crown Prince, who has been disguising as a commoner instead of her client's crush. After being sold to the palace as an eunuch, she fails to escape due to the prince's hilarious grand scheme. Then, through some more mischievous acts and coincidences, Ra-on slowly invades the Crown Prince's heart as she treats him as a friend of equals without being aware of their social status differences. The love story started out really interesting and unique as the Crown Prince realized he started to fall in love with his eunuch. Regardless, he decides to confess his feeling by writing a letter, being convinced by Ra-on that expressing love for someone, even though it's a forbidden one, may give that person the strength to live on for life. Homosexual love concept starts to slip in popular Korean historical romance without many viewers noticing, because Ra-on is actually still a female and gender bender is a very common motive in many K-dramas. What I find novel about this story is that the Crown Prince, who would face a consequence more severe than anyone else, is brave enough to acknowledge his feeling instead of denying it, and he is able to reveal his feeling even before he realized that his eunuch he cherishes is actually a lady. The plot could have gone deeper into the Crown Prince's inner dilemmas of having feeling for a guy to generate comedic effects instead of just focusing on rumors circulating around the palace used as a weapon to dethrone the Crown Prince. I was intrigued not only by the struggle the Crown Prince has to deal with, but also one Kim Byung Heon has to untangle. Kim Byung Heon is the Crown Prince's childhood friend, his most trusted person, and a handsome, competent bodyguard. He is cold and tough on the outside, but he has a warm heart on the inside. Ra-on lovingly refers to him as Kim Heon. Like Ra-on, he cannot live being truly who he is. He has a double life. He is the closest to the Crown Prince, but he also belongs to the white class society, and organizations that represent the people and support a new decentralized societies where power is not only in the hands of the royal family, but the people's. This new concept of government is also called democracy. As this new idea is conflicted with the royal family's interests, those who belong to the white class societies are considered traitors who will receive capital punishment if captured. Byung Heon supports this new society, but he is also close to the Crown Prince and loyal to the Crown Prince. He considered the Crown Prince as his friends. Kim Byung Heon's character has grown significantly throughout this drama series and become very intriguing as the story unravels. He is portrayed to not only be a bodyguard who passively follow order from the Crown Prince or the White Cloud Society, but also a trustworthy friend, an intelligent mind, and a kind and generous soul. As he uncovers the secrets to Ra-on's identity, instead of handing her over to either the Crown Prince and the White Clouds, he decides to protect her on his own terms before drawing the final conclusion. Being so close to both the Crown Prince and the White Clouds, he discovers that they are both fighting for the same cause and ends up assisting them both instead of taking sides. He is the key for Ra-on and her father to escape from death when he uses his sword against the Crown Prince, using him as a pawn and buying time for his people to run away. He does not mind offending his friends or superiors and act according to his own judgment under the right circumstances. I really admire this character. Don't you dare withdraw that sword! Not only the Crown Prince lives here, but I also do. This is the only moment throughout the whole drama series that I was crying my eyes out watching. Bless my heart, he is eventually saved and come back to life.